In the huge story of human history, there are some things we just can't figure out. 3 big mysteries have puzzled experts and fascinated people for ages. Let's dive into these enduring puzzles and try to understand the strange stuff that still confuses us. Strange, sickening noises. In late 2016, some strange health problems popped up among American and Canadian diplomats in Havana, Cuba. It all started when a CIA officer got really sick, feeling dizzy and nauseous, and then others started feeling the same way. What made it weirder was that they said they heard weird noises too, like high-pitched sounds or the sound of marbles rolling. Even though the FBI and CIA looked into it a lot, they couldn't figure out what caused it. The Cuban government said they had nothing to do with it, and people came up with all kinds of ideas like secret sonic weapons or stress messing with people's heads, but nothing fit perfectly. The mystery got even bigger when similar stuff happened in China in 2018, causing tensions between countries and making them move people out. Scientists and investigators are still trying to figure out this puzzling mystery, showing how tricky spying can be nowadays and how new kinds of conflicts can pop up. The man who vanished in the air, D.B. Cooper. In November 1971, something wild happened in the skies over the Pacific Northwest that everyone still talks about. A guy named D.B. Cooper got on a Northwest Airlines flight, dressed fancy in a dark suit, and handed a note to a flight attendant that freaked everyone out. He said he had a bomb that set off a crazy chain of events. Cooper wanted $200,000 in cash, for parachutes, and a refueling truck waiting when the plane landed in Seattle. While all this was happening, most passengers didn't know what was going on. When the plane landed in Seattle, things got really intense. Cooper got what he asked for, and then he told the crew he planned to parachute to Mexico with a stop in Nevada. But when they landed in Reno, Cooper was gone, like he vanished into thin air, leaving everyone scratching their heads. Even though lots of people looked into it and came up with ideas, nobody knows who D.B. Cooper really was or what happened to him. It's a mystery that keeps people guessing and imagining what might have happened for years. What really happened to young Walter Collins? The story of Christine Collins and her son Walter is a sad reminder of how innocent people can suffer because of others' cruelty. In 1920s Los Angeles, in the middle of all the fancy stuff, Christine's worst nightmare came true when her son disappeared. She went to the police in March 1928, hoping for help, but things only got worse. 5 months later, the police said they found Walter, but Christine knew they were wrong. She tried to tell them, but they didn't listen. Instead, they said she was crazy and sent her to a mental hospital. No one ever figured out what really happened to Walter. Some people thought Gordon Stewart Northcott, a known child killer, might have been involved, especially when his mother confessed to Walter's murder. But they never found Walter's body, so nobody knows for sure. Even though some missing people are eventually found, Christine and Walter's story reminds us how hard it can be to find justice and truth. Walter may be gone, but he's not forgotten. His story shows how strong people can be, even in the face of tragedy. Stay tuned for more stories. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.